another episode of Scion Heroes for the Holidays here on the Onyx Path. I'm Kelly, I'm the storyteller over at Dorktales. You can find us on twitch.tv/dorktales or youtube.com/dorktales. We're a bunch of geeks in the Pacific Northwest who like to play role-playing games and tell good stories. Tonight we are playing a game called Scion, which, if you're new to the idea, is all about the children of gods and adopted children in some cases who are living in a sort of parallel reality to our own, where modern myth is just a fact of life, where you actually might have regular cults of Thor and Zeus worshipping on the same corner. You might be getting pamphlets handed out not from Hare Krishnas but from actual scions of Krishna. And it's very similar to, say, like the world of American gods, but even a little more overt than that. In this adventure, we're set around the holiday time, which we're using Yule kind of as a general because it's a very diverse mythological kind of narrative that exists in this world. And what's happened so far is that a group of scions have been pulled away from their travels home for the holidays and recruited by Thor to cover up one of his brother's bungles. So apparently Loki lost a legendary cask of mead that's required to turn over the new year and prevent the winds of Fimbulwinter from sweeping over the land and starting off the end of days. Thor has tasked the band of scions with going and retrieving it, which has taken them on an adventure through parts of Middle America and down into Georgia, where they just confronted a group of pop diva sirens at the top of a swanky holiday party, and that's where we left the game last time. So without further ado, I'd like my players to introduce themselves to you. Why don't we go ahead and just do this in order? And hello, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Machiko Ventura, the scion of Bishamon.
Nice. All right. Hello, James.
Hello, I'm James, and I'm playing Aaron Fairchild, a great slab of a man who's a scion of Dagda. Good food, good drink, good times.
Nice. Hello, Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen, and I'm playing Phoebe White, the adopted daughter of Artemis.
Nice. And finally, hello, Mike.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and I am playing the Ojibwe mob boss, Agima Gagne, who is a son of Kawashikawa.
Nice. All right. You know, it's better every time you say that. I still want to make the Gagner joke. Gagner. OG Mag Gagner, hey?
I mean, we could have it so that he has like makes like a reservation somewhere, and then they call out like Gagner, Mr. Gagner.
You, Mike. As the two native guys on the channel here, I just want to say how hilarious it would be if your character had a reservation.
Oh, you are completely correct on that.
I'm sorry. That's
hilarious.
I can't believe you didn't. I thought that was intentional. I thought you were talking about setting up a reservation called the Gagner Reservation. And I'm like,
that's what I thought too at first.
Right?
I was like, yeah, what?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I legit meant like at a restaurant or something. But
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I just picture awful jokes coming out of your character now, where people are like, "Would you like to make a reservation?" All right.
Yeah, and to be fair for our viewers, I may or may not make any jokes related to a reservation, but I am also a proud member of the Ojibwe people in reality as well. And so my character is like, he's like, what I think someone really cool from my people could really be, except he's super illegal and I am law abiding. So
generally, yeah. Except with speed limits.
I obey speed limits.
Oh, he goes to a track to get that out of his system.
That's true. That's true. All right, so we're going to be starting off with this episode of Scion real quick. And does anybody have anything they want to bring up before we start?
Just to double check, I have our current momentum pool as 3. Is that correct?
That's what it was. Now, does it reset at the end of every game? Because I know my tension pool does.
It seems like it would, at least up to the number of players because that's what our minimum is, but
Yeah.
That
I'm
I mean
not
that would make sense.
sure on that.
Let's check that real quick, because that's the one thing that I know we don't know. And this is our first actual time running through Scion, so if we do have some rules issues, we're old hat at playing pretty much everything else that Onyx Path has put out, especially the Chronicles of Darkness lines and previously like World of Darkness games. So we're old hat at those, and we know a lot about Scion first edition, but second edition is a learning experience, which we welcome you to join us in learning. Okay. I'm just going to move one thing back to my desktop, and then we're going to start off.
Yeah, I never even played Scion First Edition, so this is completely new to me.
Yeah, so you're not confused at all. You're not like, there's no expectation. There we go.
Exactly. I just don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's just like life. Okay, so if you can see on my screen, I've got 5 points of tension available, which means that I'm going to cause 5 doses of trouble for you. Okay.
Oh, shit.
My coffee's there. My sound
Sounds
is
good.
And we just need to fail a lot so we get fat stacks of momentum.
Yeah, and because
you
you
have
got
a max.
what is your max anyway? It's
I want to say it's like 2 times the number of players.
that's what I was thinking. I thought it would be about 8. All right. So I almost want to lean in and go, this story is true.
Yeah, right?
Right? 'Cause I run a lot of werewolf. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to say right now is that your momentum pool is at... I'll let you pop it back to 4, so you have 1 for each of you.
Cool.
Okay. So I don't have a counter to put on the screen for momentum. Do you guys want one?
We really need one.
I don't think we need one.
Okay.
I've got it written down. So.
Okay, I can build it for next session. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to use one of my multicolored dice to represent it. Okay?
I just have the boxes filled in on my sheet, so.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, that's weird. The stream wasn't starting. Hello, Soul Woman. Good to see you there. All right, so without further ado, let's hop into this episode of Scion, and let's have some fun. It's been a few minutes since the encounter up at the top of Peachtree Plaza. After almost being dropped to your death, Aaron, almost being rended alive, pretty much everybody else, and coming to the conclusion that the clericon that you were seeking, a little shit named Teague of the Lee, wasn't at the party. You were taken out and treated to some drinks down the street at a local bar called the Peach Pit, because I like Nona 210, and it's Georgia. Okay. At the Peach Pit by the Stakis twins, scions of Demeter, Maisie and Dimitri, who you met last time. Were I to cast them with famous actors, I would probably cast Alison Brie and Liam Hemsworth. I think is what I said last time.
I think so,
I
yeah.
think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds familiar.
if not Alison Brie, then that person who looks just like her but isn't, who was in that recent Kristen Stewart movie. Ooh, I know I should know, but I can never remember who she is. This coffee's weird. All right. Now you... Oh, hey, Robin. How's it going? All right, so... You all find yourselves shortly after at this fairly comfortable, lush bar. It's quiet. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And... not many people are here. There are holiday decorations everywhere, and all sorts of different ones too. Lots of garlands, mistletoe, things like that. The interior of this bar is old blue leather set into dark hardwood. Full booths, the type that you would have mafia deals or bigwig meetings with Texas oil tycoons. And that is where we're going to begin our game, with y'all sitting around having... That's too busy of a cafe. One moment. There we go.
I'm just imagining Doug Dimmadome in here.
Doug Dimmadome is the owner and proprietor of the Peach Pit. So, and with that, you find yourself sitting in a booth with Maisie and Dimitri Stakis. The bartender, one of the only people on staff, greeted you warmly when you came in with an extra warmness towards the Stakis twins. And as you sat down, your server, a young girl named Ronnie, has been taking your orders and keeping you well, if not hydrated, then at least pickled. And with that, let's jump right in. Here's to you guys, Dimitri says, raising his glass. Here, drink this. Tell me what you think of this. The beers are set out on the table, as well as any harder alcohol that you'd like. Your dog is curled up under the table, Machiko, guarding, keeping himself with a clear view of the front door, like he always does.
Mm-hmm.
The beer that's poured here is a wheat beer, thick and malty. And as you clang your glasses together, you'll drink it, and it's pretty solid. A little too artificially hoppy. A little too, like, it has a high note that you're worried if you drink too many of these, you might end up with a headache, kind of like with some import beers.
It worked on too hard.
What was that?
Oh, just saying it feels like the beer they reached a little too far for it.
Right?
It's good though. It's good though.
It's not bad, right?
So yeah, it's not bad, not bad.
That's why I
Could be
only
better.
drink whiskey.
Not bad.
Yeah, what kind of whiskey you like?
Anything expensive.
Ha! Expensive ain't always good, buddy.
This is true. Can't argue with that.
It is in my bar.
In your bar? Where's your bar?
Yeah. Chicago.
Ah, I love Chi-Town. Chi-Town is Chi-Town. Chi-Town. Ugh, Chi-Town. Oh, I just gave it away. Yeah, you kind of just gave it away, she says, nudging her brother.
Yeah, I have a casino there.
Oh yeah, next time I'm through, I should come by and say hi.
Hmm.
What's it called?
The Ashamontu.
Ashamontu. Montu. He'll reach into his pocket and pull out a business card and slide it over to you.
I'll hand him one of mine.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll totally check this out. So it is Dimitri Stakis, Actually, no, he would be the chief of operations at the Stakis Brewery. Their symbol is like a handful of wheat. You've actually seen this beer. It's a newer brewery started in about the last decade out of Philadelphia. Or just outside of Philadelphia. Because nothing,
okay. Fair, yeah.
And it seems like they started with a decent amount of money and have been buying up a lot of smaller breweries and rolling their stock into their own to build their own brand recognition. Yeah. But hey, you need any beer, hit us up. We could.
I'm always looking for good stock.
Hey, well, I asked what you thought about this one because his sister will nudge in at that point because we just acquired them. This is Don't Look Back, right? Yeah, this is Don't Look Back. Don't Look Back from Orpheus Brewing. It's one of Atlanta's.
I personally don't drink beer, but I trust Aaron's judgment on it.
I can
sure,
see.
pass it over.
She'll slide it over to you. This part of the flight is almost like black dark.
Oh, I like him thick. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh.
I bet you do.
And yeah, he'll drain it. Sorry, what was that?
I said I bet you like your beers thick. You look like a man who has European influence.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, if a beer's not a meal, then it's just a light beer.
Yeah, not really room for light beer. For purposes of characterization, I'm going to lean heavier on the kind of like Philly-ish accent for Dimitri, but they both have a slight Philly twang. But it just makes it easier for you to tell the difference between the two of them, because I can't pop a woman's voice as easily.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Sounds good.
So what are you all doing here? Besides fighting sirens. Yeah, that was pretty sweet, actually. I gotta say, that was wicked good.
That
That
was
was
fun.
fun. We're looking for some guy named Teague.
League of the Lee to be precise.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we know Teague.
You know where we can
Unfortunately.
find him? Oh.
Teague is a, they shoot each other a look. He's a little shit.
Emphasis on the little, right?
He's definitely short. But so is his temper. He's a real, what was the word he used? Douche canoe. Yeah, douche canoe. He's always trying to pawn off something that he either stole or won. He kept trying to get in touch with us while we were in town this week about something, but no.
We're after him for something he won,
Probably what he was trying to offload onto us.
most likely.
Well, when we turned him down, he probably went back down to Cork, Georgia. It's about.
All right.
That's where he comes from. It's about 40. Well, it's where he lives. It's about 40 miles south.
All right. Do you know anyone else you might try to pawn this thing off on? What did he call it to you anyway? Like, how did you describe it?
He what did he say? Some type of rare vintage.
Yeah. Okay. That's the stuff we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he's smart, he's going to offload it as quickly as he can.
Then you
Well,
might be in luck because this guy ain't that smart. Although he's crafty.
What was he looking at? What was he looking to get out of you for it? Maybe we can. Oh, you got a bunch of money. Maybe you can just pay him off for it.
Probably.
I think he wanted a lot. He's got some pretty sufficient gambling debts. I think it was close to like 300. Like big.
Can I make a roll to see if I'd have that disposable?
I don't think you have $300,000 disposable in your pocket.
Okay, but I mean like in like a business account.
Could you get that in a bit of time? Yeah, probably.
You have enough to wave around to maybe fool him.
Okay, that's fair.
I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could acquire it with a little bit of setup, but that's
You could probably bluff him on it. Maybe.
I mean, that's
Wave around a few thousand.
I mean
Yeah.
that's I mean his my main source of money comes from my insane persuasion, intimidation, and manipulation pool. So
I mean, like the money was a big part of it, right? But like a lot of it was that he wants favors. And that's the expensive part, Yeah. You don't give an open license to leprechaun? I don't know.
well, it sounds like we need to go find him.
Well, it's pretty easy. Just if you just check Cork on your map, he lives in an old trailer park, kind of just outside of town. Just look for the most run-down, skeezy-looking place possible. You'll probably find him there.
Fair enough.
All right.
Oh, be careful.
Oh.
He's got a bit of a temper.
Ah.
We should be able to deal with that without an issue.
Oh, good for you. Let us know how it goes.
Huh.
Yeah.
What sort of stuff does he do in a temper? Is it just throwing punches or is it throwing effects?
I mean, he's good luck.
Right.
I mean, just picture the angriest little leprechaun possible, and then there you got your guy.
All right.
Yeah, he's luckier than you. And I mean that kind of in a general sense. Like, he's like a little luck-eating bastard.
Hmm.
Oh, this one's
Is that
not
a
good.
thing that can be done. Wow.
Do you know if he uses anything to affect that, or is that just innate?
I think it's just innate, but like, I don't know, like there's like different magics and like rituals that can protect you from it.
Do you know where we can find some of these rituals, or someone who can perform them?
I mean,
Or hell, if you could teach me one of them, that'd be wonderful.
like if you got like a 4-leaf clover, that usually does like.
Hey, didn't we find one of those? I think we found one of those.
No shit, you guys
I
have.
think he left it behind on his seat.
Really?
He did leave it behind.
Yeah, Magico had it.
It might not protect you, but something like that against somebody who eats luck is gonna pack a punch. Either keep it in your pocket or put it in your fist. It'll probably knock his ass right out.
What about other lucky things? Like, should we like
Machiko
carry
will
around
put it
horseshoes or
In
something?
her nice little arm pocket on her jacket.
I mean, like, horseshoes are probably pretty good. I mean, but like, are all horseshoes lucky? Because that seems like 4-leaf clovers I can understand because they're pretty rare, but like horseshoes, like a horse has 4 of those.
Yeah, but I guess they're... Wait, if they're pointed vertically, there's probably something wrong with the horse.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, wouldn't that just be a dead horse?
See, yeah, is that a thing? Maybe that's not a thing. I don't know.
Somebody check your phone. I want to know.
And Aaron will check his phone.
Yeah, check your phone real quick. I'm curious about what... like, why are horseshoes lucky?
But
Alright.
not so much that they're specifically lucky, is that it comes from folklore that you'd hang it over baby's cradle to protect it from bad spirits, bad fae.
Probably because they're also iron a lot of times.
Yeah, they're cold iron. So that was the superstition, is it would protect your child from changeling, from the dark fae courts, that sort of thing, from messing with your kid.
Also, it makes them cowboys.
They're also secured with 7 nails.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess maybe, like... I mean, there's 4 of you, there's 1 of him. You should be able to take him on pretty easily. Just, you know.
This is true. This is true.
Yep.
Aaron,
Alright.
how is that beer?
Oh, yeah, great. Oh, yeah, man. I already finished it. Put down another one. I probably got like 4 or 5 cups in front of me right now.
Fantastic. If you want to send some up to my casino and send me an invoice, I'll get you paid.
Yeah, that sounds good. We can do a seasonal rotation for you.
Do I start pulling a finder's fee out of this at some point? Just curious.
I mean, man, if you want to do like an on-air tour of the brewery, we would be happy to have you back in Philly.
Oh, hell yeah, let's do it.
Do it. We'll get you blotto on the camera. You'll be like, you're already turning a little pink.
Well, yeah, give me your number, and I'll or here.
Yeah,
And I probably
business card.
and
business card.
I'll actually give him back a business card, but it's not my own. It's it's what's her name? My dang it, I don't have
Your assistant?
my
your producer?
assistant's card. I just carry her cards.
I mean, that gets stuff done.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally. I rely heavily upon them.
All right. So you have a pleasant conversation. Is there anything else that you want to ask them or get out of them?
I think that about covers it.
Okay.
I think otherwise, yeah, just being friendly and trying to leave a friendly relationship behind.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds good. So you have a pretty good time overall, just kind of like bonding and like chatting with them. They're pretty sociable. They've got a pretty standard issue brother-sister twin dynamic, finishing each other's sentences, pickles off sandwiches, and lots of elbows and things like that. They're in their late 20s to early 30s and never really seem to grow out of that kind of teenage vibe with each other, but generally carry themselves pretty well with everybody else. As you are leaving, Dimitri will stand up to let you all out of the booth, and he's going to lean into Phoebe as she stands up. So Artemis, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So do you like going hunting and stuff?
Sorry, Kelly, I couldn't hear that because.
Do you like going hunting and stuff?
Sometimes.
Nice.
Depends what I'm
there's-
hunting.
So that means you like. What's the best part? Getting them in your sights or the chase? Or like.
The kill.
Cool. Here, and he will slide you a business card with his cell phone written on the back of it.
They're flirting.
Like I just think that extended family and that's a weird way to do this. I just think
Yeah,
that
it is.
like we both come from the same place. It'd be good to actually get in touch and stay in touch. If you're ever out my way.
Thanks. I'll just tuck the card away.
Machiko, from right next to you, you're going to hear Maisie lean over. I think that's what we call a strike.
Yeah, I'd say that's almost maybe 3 even.
Ooh, that bad, huh? Oh well.
So, I mean, I barely met her, but she seems pretty serious about her career.
Oh well. C'est la vie.
So, yeah.
All right. So with that, you will all be able to head out. Where are you going?
Time to go to Cork?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds like it.
Alright.
All right. You grab your stuff and hit the road. And before long, you are kicking it down the highway, making your way down toward Cork, Georgia, the last place that you thought you would be on your holiday. And I
don't think it even hit the list of places I thought I might be.
I don't think Georgia hit the places you thought you'd be. So Cork, Georgia, which is not as small as you'd expect, but is definitely not as big as you'd hope.
Well,
That's Ireland. Why did you go to Ireland? I was trying to Google it real quick just so I had like the. There we go. Never mind. It is as small as you expect because it was showing me Cork, Ireland. All right, so it's about 40 miles south, basically in the middle of nowhere, and you find yourselves punching it down on this 2-lane highway, past a town called Locust Grove, past Jenkinburg, past Jackson.
Why would they call their place? Was it Locust Grove?
Locust Grove.
That just sounds like a bad idea.
I
Or a
know. I
bad
wish I
time.
would have found that before I started plotting this session, because I would have had something completely different happen. Especially if one of you was like the Egyptian pantheon,
Oof.
locusts everywhere and frogs. It would have been great. But in this case, you find yourself passing down through Jackson, Georgia, seeing a sign for Indian Springs and Flovila and Cork, a small, barely incorporated town. And as you're driving, your phone will start ringing. Well, your car will start ringing. Connecting. Thor.
It's alive.
Connecting. Thor.
Oh boy.
You'll see accept, decline.
Except.
Hello? Hello? Who's there? Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
I'm speaking to you through electronic convenience.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Thor.
Hello?
It's called a phone. Through a phone.
I'm speaking through a phone, yes. Good job, Mr. Gagner. Yes. Good. How goes? Are you close to finding the prize? It's been almost one full day.
Well,
Yes,
we've-
Tor. We're working on it.
Ah! A man
We've
after my own
tracked
heart
down
who
T.
pronounces my name in the traditional method. Good. I'm sorry, I heard a woman's voice.
We're tracking down Teague at the
Who?
moment.
Teague,
Who
the
we
guy
think
with
won the mead.
Ah,
Yeah,
good.
he won the meeting. Yeah.
I expected more updates than this, but yeah, that's fine. I
Didn't know we could call you.
Actually, can I jot down Thor's number? Because it should.
There's
be
no
right
number.
there,
It just said Thor incoming.
right? Damn it!
That's the way gods work. You don't get a. You don't. You can't star 69 or whatever. That means something different today than it did in 1995.
Good, so you're approaching where the ale should be. I look forward to this. Return the ale when you are done. You merely call out to the heavens. Or hit the red button in the car. I think I programmed it correctly.
Okay.
There is a red button on the side of the stereo.
If you hit the call button twice, but don't call unless you found it.
Okay.
Okay.
But otherwise, we could also just shout out to you, and you hear us.
I mean, the call button's probably the best, really.
Okay.
I've whipped the car into shape. It should listen to everything I say of it. Have you had any troubles?
It's a little temperamental.
You're driving. Can you do me a favor right now? Because you just badmouth the car while driving the car. Can you make me... the car is going to swerve across lanes, giving you 2 complications.
Okay.
Right into the path of a semi, just to show you who's boss. I want you to go ahead and make me a pilot roll.
Okay.
Plus whatever you think would be applicable here. All of you will feel the car jerk to the side as it jumps into the side lane with an oncoming logging truck. No, an oncoming Coca-Cola truck, because it's Georgia.
That's fair.
I'm thinking might.
Okay, just to
Just to pull it right back over.
All right, go ahead.
Four.
Okay. All right, so you will be able to wrestle it back. What do you do? How does it go? So it veers into the side lane. What do you do?
Very firmly turn the wheel.
The engine will start to grumble and neigh at you, but we'll do what you want.
And just kind of backtrack very quickly and go, yes, temperamental in a lovely way. Very unique and interesting to work with. Trying to be nice, but not horribly lie about it.
One of the gears will grumpily shift, kind of like the car bucks, like the transmission slips for a second. But then it settles down.
Good. It's a used model. Be sure to treat him. Check under the bumper and let me know what to refer to it as. This is a car. Anyway, good. I look forward to this. Call me today. This is excellent. You're 2 days ahead of schedule.
That's good.
It is.
So, call you today or call you when we find it?
Call you as soon as you acquire it.
Okay.
I'm not here to fix your messes.
No, we're here to fix yours.
Ah, you're here to fix my siblings' mess. Good. I will reward you handsomely for this. And, good. Man, everything's on track. Happy to hear that the world's not going to end on the 26th.
That is good.
Where's the off button? I wish to hang up on you now.
I'll
Is
try
this it?
pressing the call button twice.
You'll try pressing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beep, beep. I'll press it twice.
What? I think I'm getting another call. One moment.
Thor? It's not turning off.
It's... Maybe if I press this button.
Habla español.
What even is that button? Maybe if I click...
Oh, he found it.
I'll just wait for a moment.
He is in fact gone, and it will start cycling through like a radio play of an AM Jingle Bells. Thank you for tuning in to Southern Georgia's best Christmas channel here on AM 10110. Next, we've got our all Christmas playlist here with Bethlehem. And with that, you're driving. What do you do?
Keep an eye out for food places we can stop over at.
I mean, we're only going 40 miles.
That's true.
Might
we're
need
in
to
Georgia.
never, say those combination of words again, okay?
Wait, which combination was that? Did I do something wrong? I gotta look between everybody. He's confused.
No. Remind me.
Yes.
To not insult the car.
Let's just not reference at all.
All right.
Good car.
I mean,
Very
it's
good
It's
car.
nicer than my usual Mercedes.
All right. Before long, you are going to find yourselves in Cork. It's more of... It's less a spot on the map and more like someone accidentally set their pen down. It's mostly scrubland. Blasted highway with cracks running through it and faded yellow lines. Taking that two-way road through row after row of closed down gas station, forgotten convenience stores, IGAs and other farmer supply stores, hardware stores, all of which look like they haven't updated themselves since the late 50s, maybe earlier. They speckle the landscape, but before long, you find what you're looking for. A trailer park, just off to the left. Most of them here are single wide, battered, rusted. Their windows plastered over with chicken wire. A little sign out front says, "Welcome to Little Ireland." Little Ireland Trailer Park. Do you pull in, or do you go somewhere else first?
There it is. Pull it. Pull it.
All right.
All right, you head off the highway onto the dusty gravel drive that runs down the length of this. There are 11 trailers here, and as you drive in, you have to veer a little bit with the car's help to avoid running over both a stray dog and the chicken that it's chasing.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be one of those days.
This trailer park is bounded by rotten wooden posts with electrified barbed wire running between them, just in casual strains to keep the cows from the next pasture out. Everywhere you look around, you see there are old women and droopy moo-moos sitting on their porches, curlers in their hair, stroking cats that might be dead, and smoking cigarettes that are about 3 inches worth of ash. They eye you with dead eyes as you drive in. Another, you see some children playing on a front lawn. Dirty, feral, dressed in a pair of stained underoos and the occasional tank top. They run through the crushed snow, heedless of it, while their father bellows at them to get inside before they freeze their fool heads off. The large, red-haired man that bellows at them with a gut that threatens to rip open his tank top stares at you and scratches himself, but eyes you as you pull in. Where are you headed? Which one of these? You want to try to look around, get a sense of things? Is this
I
the-
think so.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out which one it probably is.
Yeah, when in last game I had used Worrying Hound to try and find Teague. Can I also use that here?
Yeah.
So I don't face any increase in difficulty to track down my target. I have some idea where my target has gone and gain a +1 enhancement to keep up.
All right, that sounds fine. So let's see. Do I have anything that prevents me from being tracked? I will give you one complication just because leprechaun or clericons are particularly difficult to track by nature.
Fair enough.
So you just need 2 successes.
Cool. So I'm gonna. What would I roll here? Maybe something like empathy, just to be like, where do I think he might go
Mm-hmm.
in this sort of area?
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool. So I'm gonna do like empathy plus cunning just to try and think as he might.
Sounds good.
Cool. That is 5 successes, including the enhancement for Worrying Hound.
Wow. All right. So how does this manifest exactly?
I think it's just like I'm looking around and thinking, and like where would a leprechaun hide in all of this? What would be kind of the best place for him?
Glancing around, here's what you're going to see. A number of these
Sure.
places are very strange. As you're driving past the house with the man and his children, you'll see that on your left is another trailer. This one's windows are completely black, plastic bagged over. And yet you can see that there are little slits cut in for people to look out. Gives you the vibe that someone inside of there is probably keeping an eye out for something. To the right, you'll see 2 single wide trailers that have a deck built between them to merge them into almost kind of built like a float plane with its float. What are the floats called?
Pontoon.
Floats.
Pontoons, thank you. Or pontoons. Cool. With basically like 2 of those, you can see a bunch of women dressed in scantily clad outfits beneath parkas, kind of lounging outside and smoking. You get the sense that that's probably a working establishment. At the end, there are 2 other trailers that you haven't seen yet. One is boarded up at the far end of the gravel drive. And then there's one to the left that seems ill-maintained, but fairly ostentatious. You can see that there's a big stack of discarded boxes out in the driveway. One's for a 65-inch TV, the other's for all manner of like games and entertainment. Just like high-end wastes of money. And as you're driving by, you'll notice that also in the lawn is a ornamental pot of gold.
I think that's what we're looking for, guys.
That's a good guess. On that thing, then, can I do one of my knacks?
Okay, which one?
Keen-eyed Predator is a heroic hunter knack.
That's kind of like the basic idea. Okay.
So it's that when you enter a field, you can extend your senses to determine what might await you. And you can ask one question from the following list for free. And you may roll your knack skill and spend 1 success per additional question.
Okay.
So it's stuff like what kinds of hazards, etc.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, when it asks for knack skill,
Your knack skill is what is listed, or it is your... What was it? It was your...
Integrity, I believe.
Your integrity. That's right.
okay, cool, because it doesn't actually... This is like a direct copy from the book, and it doesn't list a skill.
Which one is this?
Heroic Hunter, Keen-Eyed
Heroic Hunter.
Predator.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a little blurb just before the knacks that says if there isn't a knack skill listed, it's integrity.
Okay. Sweet. That's good, because I actually have integrity. Decently. So it looks like I get 1 free question, and then I can roll to get more. So
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to attempt rolling to get more.
Oh, and so for most of these powers, I'm noticing that a lot of them they're your impetus to use. Like, for example, James, you have your magic sight.
Yep.
You are supposed to ask me if something's magic. I'm not supposed to offer it.
Okay, sounds good.
So it's and I, as a storyteller or story guide in this case, I love that because the impetus is on you to enhance your experience, and I'm just there to help.
That's fair enough. I was gonna do something after
Sure.
after Christine's resolved.
Sounds good. I'll let you all do one thing before you roll up. So,
Okay. So 2 successes.
okay, go ahead and ask
3
me.
questions total.
ahead.
So based on... I'm kind of basing it off the list of questions there.
Sure.
So one is, what kinds of hazards such as terrain are present?
So for one, fighting on the snow might be potentially slick. That'll probably give you 1 complication because it's icy right around there. You can spend another 1 to know of another threat that might be like just inside of the door there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Okay. You can smell on the air the curdled, sharp, chemical smell of meth production.
Lovely. And then also, how many hostile enemies are present?
Inside of there, only 1. However, the trailer just to its left with the blacked out windows, you're getting the sense that there are at least... Actually, you get the exact number here. There are 5 other combatants inside of that building that could join the fight.
Okay. Are these aren't the 2 that are connected?
They're not the 2 that
This
are
is
connected.
a neighbor to those 2, right?
Yes. So basically,
Okay.
as you're driving in, you passed a couple of trailers without really noticing anything, and then it was in order: left side kids, right side smoking woman, a little further up, left side blacked out windows, right side the double trailers,
Yeah.
and then the next was probably maybe Teague's place on the left, probably Teague's place on the left, and then empty trailer at the end that is just mostly there to be like cannibalized for parts.
Okay, and I'm getting the smell of meth from Teague's.
You're getting, yeah, Teague is probably making something.
So the prostitute one would probably not be too thrilled with the meth production being interrupted.
Probably not, but
On
it
what they
seems
look like.
seems like if Teague has backup, it's in the trailer just across the yard from his.
Okay. I will just kind of, as I'm getting it all, kind of go, okay, I'm getting a bit of a smell of meth. And based on that, what I'm seeing, I think there's probably about 5 guys there that, if we get too noisy and loud, will probably come to his backup.
We should be real quiet then.
Also, better watch the snow, too. Slipping and falling on your ass isn't going to be too heroic.
That's fair.
This place is a real shit heap.
So I'm also gonna drop Cloak of Dread, Kelly.
Okay. Does that affect your allies?
No. You project an aura of menace that terrifies and intimidates anyone who would dare cross you.
Okay.
on
Enemies
our
of a
side.
lesser, enemies of a lesser tier and extras simply will not attack.
Okay. That's probably good. So go ahead and you can drop that. You don't have to spend for that, do you?
No. Oh, you spend momentum. So yeah, spend my momentum.
Okay. So that's going to drop you to 3 momentum. And I'll consider that active the moment you step out of the car.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
that allows me to double my successes on intimidate rolls.
nice. And James, you were going to do something?
I was gonna scan the pot of gold actually.
Okay. Just for magic?
Like almost, yeah.
No, it's just a kit. It is not magical. It is a kitschy like yard design.
Okay, Aaron's probably just going to be like scanning everything I kind of
Probably from St. Patrick's Day.
It's definitely a St.
Celebrations or
Patrick's. It's definitely a St. Patrick's Day leftover. Okay, so you are using Heroic Sage for that. I'm just going to double check the rules specifically so I know what I'm supposed to give you. Always know when you're near an object or place of true magic or sacred power. How this manifests is up to you. Ask the story guide if an object is magical or sacred, and she must tell you honestly yes or no. This bypasses the need to make any type of roll. So James, what is Aaron looking at?
Okay. Well, I'm probably just going to be like scanning across a couple of like objects. Like, I think it's something that he always has on. Like he does it constantly because he's just curious about the world. So probably the trailer that we're going to. Like,
you will get a
presumably
chill up your
Teamwood.
spine. There's something. Well, how does this manifest? Because
it's always something that's like encouraging or curious for him to kind of explore. So it'll tell him about it, right? Like so,
yeah, but how does it? What sensation does it give you? Like, is it like a glow? Is it like a musical note? Is it a taste in your mouth? Is it a smell?
I think it's a taste, smell. It's like it's more real than real. Like it's like the colors are more exaggerated. It's everything's just richer.
You'll smell. There's something on the air of that. Like, you will sniff the air when Machiko says that she smells meth production, and you will get the... Yeah, but there's something else under that. It's something magical inside of there. Maybe he's... Oh, God, is he making magic meth?
Oh, man, is he making magic meth? I think he's making magic meth.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna
That
be fun.
exists?
Well, why not, right?
Like meth, but magical.
Man,
Well,
Okay.
are we going
let's get
in,
out there and do this thing.
Are we going in hard but quiet, or are we trying to actually...
Let's try and maybe talk it first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why don't
yeah,
we
let's-
just ask him if he has it, and then be like, "Hey, what do you want?"
Yeah.
I don't think going in quiet's gonna make any difference, though. Like, let's just go in there and talk to the guy. If there's
Well, I
gonna be
meant
trouble. It's
quiet
gonna
in-
be trouble. It's not like
quiet
we're
in
so...
that we're not
alerting
rushing
the
in,
other... Yeah.
kicking down his door.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant we wanted to be all like sneaky.
No.
I don't do much of sneaky. I'm just gonna get out of the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the car.
Yeah. I'm gonna try, when I get out, try and make sure that it's neatly locked and kind of pat the car.
Make me a roll to socialize with the car.
Okay, how do I do that?
Well, what do you think is the skill that would represent you trying to, like, win the car over emotionally?
Oh, I think resolve.
Pilot
maybe?
and presence?
What
Well,
was
I'll go with resolve.
Yeah,
Well,
because
if
it's
anybody
like
else thinks that.
it's like facing down like the horse, right? Like kind of training it, right?
Okay, what was the skill?
I was thinking pilot just because that's the car skill.
Okay,
But
sure. Yeah, treat it like a good car.
I mean,
If it
I
is-
could do culture because I do have, especially in etiquette.
Yeah, that would work too. You
Okay.
could do that. You could do empathy. You could do
I don't have him.
leadership or persuasion as well.
I'll go with culture if you think that works.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna go culture and presence. I think because I think this is a social.
Sure. So
I'll
kind
just
of like
say
almost
mental.
speaking to the spirit of the car, even though it's magical. Since you can.
Exactly. Like I have a cami thing. I'm tight with the cami. Four.
Oh God. Okay.
And then of course etiquette on top of that.
Okay. So five successes. How do you want this to resolve? Do you want to just make a good
I just
impression
want
with
to
the
make
car?
a good impression, and just kind of like, hey, from what I'm seeing, this is a rough area. Take care. Like,
Boop weep.
I don't want to come back and find that somebody's been doing shit to you.
You will see
I'm
at that
not-
point the
I won't be here to have your back.
the antenna, like the little like half-foot long antenna at the back, will go zzzzt down into its body.
Okay, I'm hoping that's good.
You think that it took your advice to like keep itself safe, and that was literally
Thanks
the
for
only.
getting us here so quick, sort of thing.
The control panel will flash up like you switched it into electric again. and it seems fairly pleased with you. All right. Walking up the front, this is a single wide trailer with a simple walk up, little wraparound, not deck, but kind of stairwell with a little box unit to open the door on. Directly next to the front door is a pile of garbage. Just not all rotten, but quite a bit of it is. Bags and bags and bags. About 10 garbage bags full of things, some of which are molding, and as you approach, some of which are rustling slightly as the snow drips down in rivets around them. It's just cold enough right now that the snow doesn't completely turn to water, but not enough that it doesn't dribble a little bit in the sunlight. As you walk up, you'll see that this place has not been shoveled at all, and it's icy as hell out here. You do not see a back door on this trailer.
It's not to say that he doesn't have one figured out somehow.
All right,
Be it a window or otherwise.
I'm half tempted to say we just hitch this thing up and take it with us.
How about we just talk to the dude
well, it doesn't have wheels, so
nicely?
Oh, okay, my bad.
I mean, you still could. The car can probably drag it.
We might get pulled over awful quick.
Let's just knock.
Talk to him.
Hey, Teague! I'm gonna yell out.
Bang, bang, bang.
We're being ordered to drink.
Machiko and Phoebe are going to probably share a look of just, for
Hydrate.
fuck's sake.
Yes, hydrate time. All right, so if you're doing a shout out there, why don't you make me something involving leadership
Sure.
to see if you get his attention?
Would friendship count as a specialty? I have that in persuasion.
I'm gonna say no for this one because you can't really establish your friendliness at this point.
Oh, but how about honorable? I did like.
All right, you're not sneaking up on him.
I
I'll give it that to you. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. That's a 0.
0. Congrats. I'm gonna offer you a
Yes.
point of momentum.
I will take a
Yay.
point of momentum. Thank you.
Also, we're about to find out if Onyx Path is okay with the amount of swearing that I'm about to do.
Oh.
I just have to. Well, we're about to find out. So, Travis, I'm sorry if this is a problem. Okay, so I'm sending you a ton of music. All the stuff by Alexander Nakarda is for if a fight breaks out. So feel free to crank that up. It's not what you expect, but just wait on it until the time comes. You'll say that, and your voice will kind of hang in the air. And then you'll see 2 stubby fingers split the blinds next to the front door, kind of along where the living room would be of this. A beady eye with a deep gold iris is going to look out at you. Aye, and what do you want, you fucking fucks?
To talk.
Well, we're talking right now, aren't we?
We
I
need
didn't
that
order
mead
any
that you want.
whores.
It's a good thing we aren't, Horace.
Hey, now.
You're a rock star.
Let's not be throwing names about.
I throw what I want to. You're on my property.
Listen, we're just interested in getting the mead that you got. We like.
Ka-chink. He drops the blinds. Or well, the fingers are quickly removed from the blinds. Oh, I'm sorry! You're looking for someone who ain't here!
I'm gonna go
Nope.
up to the door, bang on it, and be like, "We just want to buy it off you. We
Is your
heard
lo-
you had it."
The mail slot will go... And you'll see someone peek out from the mail slot. How much money have you got?
How much money do you want?
I want all of it.
I will open my coat. Do. And with this, I'm going to use that that thing.
That thing? Okay.
Yeah,
Also, I apologize, Mike, for this guy's probably going to say some inappropriate things.
that's fine.
I expect you to deal with him accordingly.
Oh yeah. And double that.
Is this intimidation?
Yes. Basically, the way he's going about this is, I will just buy you an ending. So we're looking at 6 total.
Okay, one moment, please.
Yeah, he's gonna basically like kind of open up his money clip and being like, I have enough to do whatever you want, or whatever I want.
I'm gonna spend a point of attention. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, well. I mean, mister, I don't want no trouble. Especially not if we're comparing dick sizes, because I guarantee that my prick's as big as yours! And,
That's okay, because mine's small.
You are gonna get hit with 6 successes worth of intimidation.
So you gotta just cancel each other out there?
No, I have a power called Mirror Mirror.
Ah.
Which I'm rubber, you're glue.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
At this point, he is Olive. Avert your eyes, ladies, because he is going to try to prove a point by standing up and pushing himself through the mail slot.
How far does he push out of the mail slot?
I'm not going to roll for the leprechaun's genitalia.
I'm just wondering, like, if he pokes it out, can I just like yank?
It's kind of intimidating to you right now, though. That's the thing.
So
Yeah.
what do you roll for intimidation?
What do you
Not on
roll?
the skill list.
It's probably
It's a specialty.
probably on leadership or persuasion. It's persuasion.
Yeah, I have it on persuasion.
Okay.
Kiss me now, but I'll let you live.
Teague, just let us in so we can talk. You don't want to make this ugly. You're already making it pretty ugly, but you don't want to make it more ugly.
Oh, come on. It's the prettiest one you've ever seen.
No.
I think Machiko and Phoebe are just gonna use that laugh that girls can do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
The kind of the slightly derisive, just really.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to he's going to pull back from the door and fiddle with his trousers, but it's going to take him a moment because the mail slot's going to shut a bit and he's going to actually have like a tug of war with the door for a moment. Sorry, Onyx Path.
This is why you don't stick it through a mail slot.
This is true.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lean over to Machiko and say in like a stage whisper, I mean, my dick's bigger than his, as I like pull out my golden gun and just kind of hold it.
All right,
There,
so
yeah.
ow, ooh.
can't compare.
All right, look, if you need any, ow.
I'll kind of reach up behind my head while still stage whispering with Phoebe. I think mine's even bigger.
Right?
And just unsheath my sword slightly, like half an inch, and then sheath it again. That's
If you're
concealed.
trying to provoke him to come out, why don't you both make me some persuasion rolls to see if you can...
Absolutely.
Okay, so what do I do when I don't have that skill?
Ooh, that's a great question. Do you just...
You just roll, I think, an attribute.
Yeah.
I don't think there's.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So would-
Kelly, if it's okay, can I move over to the position kind of beside the trailer? Just in case if I want to, I can actually like try to like lift it and flip it.
Sure. Are you... So basically, you guys are approaching kind of to this side of it. Which side are you going to?
Okay. I'm gonna basically go towards the long side, but I'll steer clear of the door.
Okay, so like the other side of the trailer or by the front door?
Probably like next to the front door.
Okay, so basically the door is going to open to where you are right here.
Yeah, but I'll be standing clear of it, so if it gets thrown open or something like that.
Oh, it's okay. There's like a little like handrail on the walk up there.
Perfect. Yeah, I just want to get enough where I can get my hands under there.
All right. So, Christine, Machiko can add her successes as an enhancement to Phoebe's roll.
I'm thinking rolling presence.
Oh, sure. Yep, that sounds good. Because you're basically just trying to be as loud as possible, you know, emasculating this guy and
Yeah, I was
stereo.
thinking of manipulation for me as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm just kind of going along with what Phoebe's doing, but not necessarily trying to be as loud as possible, but kind of that quiet yet carries.
Sure, this sounds good. So, both 2. So you have 2 enhancements on your roll if you succeed. And I am going to roll...
I'm looking forward to what Jen rolls on this.
Does negotiation count as a specialty?
No.
Okay, then I'm only have 10 successes.
Only, like...
Oh! Is that so? Is that so, you fucking bitch? Oh, you want a wee rumble, do you? I will show you. And wait, no, I'm going Scottish with that. Sorry.
So angry he's gone Scottish.
So angry he's crossed the pond. Oh, is that so, you little bitch? Oh, well, I'll go out there and teach you a lesson. And you'll hear click, 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 click. And the door will swing open, and you will be confronted by a... To describe Teague of the Lee might have been a respectable leprechaun back in his heyday, but now he is a shamrock boxer short wearing stained tank top mess of a red-headed little man who's just under 3.5 feet tall, proportionate for his size, with a number of tattoos streaking his pale, almost pink-white arms. He's slightly dumpily proportioned around the midsection and has kind of a curling chin strap red beard. And kind of a bit of an underbite. You can see that as he snarls at you, most of his teeth are missing, aside from a couple of meth fangs.
Oh, meth fangs.
And he's wearing a kind of an off-kilter stocking hat or toque, kind of in a bright shamrock green that's barely clinging to the steel wool of his coarse red hair.
Sorry, I just blanked. What was the twins' names again?
Maisie and Dimitri.
Dimitri, right. I was thinking Demeter, but I knew that was their parent, not...
All right, so he's going to swing the door open, crack his neck.
Demeter was saying you were trying to offload it. Like,
I'm going to offload your fucking ass! And he's going to launch at you. Can I get an initiative roll off of everybody?
Good.
He's going to launch.
So he launches himself at you like Donald Duck.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Okay, so roll your initiative, please. And
initiative was what, might again?
No, your initiative is your initiative dice pool. Do you have that written down?
Is whatever your...
Well, it's whatever your main combat is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were using close combat and might, that would be your dice pool for initiative.
Okay.
All right, time to load up the song Fists of Fury. Oh, actually, I need to send that to you guys. Boop.
I don't know, I'm digging this, the other...
Yeah.
Which one do you have?
The folk music?
I'm digging the God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
Oh, the metal,
okay.
the metal
yeah,
covers?
the metal one, yeah.
God Rest Ye? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that is 1 success, 2, 3, 4. All right. So anybody have above 5?
Yes.
How many do you have?
8.
8. Okay. Anybody have 5? Okay. Roll. Don't forget to roll Yuki's primary pool.
Oh right, I forgot.
All right. Who has 4?
Separately.
Me.
Okay. 3. 2.
2.
I'm at 2.
Okay. What are your pools?
10.
Less than that.
Okay.
I'm at 6.
The dog's gonna go first, probably.
Yeah, he beat me with 9.
Are you kidding?
The
Really?
fuck?
Dog.
Dog.
Okay. All right. So then it was Aaron.
Yeah, I started out with like 4 10s and like.
Okay, Aaron, and then
8.
Phoebe. Okay, so he is going to swing open the door, go bright red, and you can see right now that he is on a hell of a bender right now. The door, he has a battle aura of half-digested whiskey and malt liquor pouring out of his skin, as well as a healthy meth lip going on right now. His eyes are bloodshot and pale, and he hurls himself at you kind of over the railing and launches himself directly at Machiko and Phoebe. Yuki, what does Yuki do?
Yuki is going to jump and bite his ass.
Okay.
Mainly to basically defensive. That's how he's going to defend.
Okay. All right. So go ahead. Yuki can make me an attack.
Okay, so that is the dice pool again.
Cool. He has pretty high defense. I'm just going to warn you.
Okay.
So you have 1 complication for... You know what? I'm going to give Yuki 0 complications for attacking on ice because he has 4 legs.
And claws.
And claws. Even though, I mean, dogs do Scrabble a lot, but I'm going to give Yuki because his name literally means snow.
That's fair.
6.
6 successes? Or 6? Yeah. All right. So you will actually manage to make it through with a single stunt.
Ouch, okay. Let me just go.
Because to remind, that's the way that it works. You roll successes, then we compare against defense, right?
Yeah. I
Cool.
believe so.
Yeah, that's right. Because the Sirens only had defense 3, and they got wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did.
You rickety wrecked them. Okay, so launching yourself forward, you are going to... pardon me, Yuki is going to launch forward. Majiko doesn't catch this with her jaws.
I'm just trying to see what there is. You know what? I guess establish grapple, maybe?
Establish grapple? So that means that that's probably, like, I have to buy that off with a stunt when I attack, right?
Yeah, you have to break up grapple. 1
Okay.
success.
So Yuki's going to launch forward and probably like just bite onto the side of his leg or his boxer shorts or something, and just kind of do the dog pull. Okay.
Go for the boxers. Go for the butt.
Sounds good. And Machiko, it's your turn. What do you do? So he launches forward. Your dog grabs him by the ass and keeps trying to pull him back from you, while he's doing his best Donald Duck impression.
Well, from what I can see, I'm thinking this is not going to be talked down. So I'm thinking this is probably just a brawl at this point.
Yeah, it's probably just a brawl. You know you wanted to have a brawl with a drunk, methed out leprechaun.
Oh yeah, totally.
This is the game you signed up for.
So I think I'm gonna maybe not pull my sword just yet. You know what? I'm gonna plunge a hand in my pocket, grab that 4-leaf clover, and just punch him in the face.
Okay. Go ahead and make me your close combat roll. Well,
that might be a scarier weapon than the sword.
I have no idea, but I just didn't want to do the whole like flat out hit him with a sword sort of thing.
Yup.
You've got to be shitting me.
Did you fail?
No.
Oh, the other thing.
I'm still rolling.
Oh no. Oh no. This was supposed to be a cool fight.
10.
10? Holy shit. Okay, cool. You have 10 stunts to spend.
Holy fuck, okay.
Oh my god.
He doesn't have his defense doesn't work against 4-leaf clovers.
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Okay.
It either bypasses his defense or protects you from his abilities, and you just punched him in the face with it with 10 successes like an anime character.
Oh man.
Okay.
But I guess you can't buy the sword ones because you didn't use your sword, right?
But there are plenty that she can get.
Yeah.
So let's flip over to those real quick.
Is he... Yeah, so he doesn't have any gear on. He's just in a tank top and shorts, right?
He doesn't have any gear on as far... No, he does not.
Okay. Well, I guess... I will...
Open Origin and check the chart.
Kick his methed out butt.
Also, I'll allow you to impose 2 criticals onto him.
Okay.
Because the magic item will give you an extra point of scale, basically.
Okay, so that's 8.
Cool.
So I still have 2 left.
That's going to be three levels of damage on him.
I will knock down as well.
Okay.
As a stun. And then can I put the last one towards whoever's next?
Yeah, you can put
Enhancement?
Yeah, sounds good. All right. So, or you can make a complication for him.
Right, he's next, isn't he?
He is next.
Sure. Let's
Okay.
make it dazed or something.
Okay.
Sort of thing?
So,
Spin him around a couple of times. Like, you just hit him so hard, he's like, wee, wee, wee.
okay,
And then
that
it
sounds
drops.
good. So he's gonna hit the ground, and you're gonna come back with like knocking off a broken tooth off of your. Oh, my fucking tooth! My tooth, you fucking bitch! Boys, get him! He'll shout, and you'll hear a screen door open from the other trailer. Okay. He is going to spin, glare at you, and he is going to try to sock Phoebe because she's smarted off, and he's still focused on that for some reason because he's not sensible right now. Because
So how does it work when somebody is knocked prone?
So I believe I have to spend a stunt to get up.
Okay.
Basically, it's just I believe that's the way it works.
It just takes away from your successes then to do other stuff.
Yeah. So like you have to spend stunts. Let's double check there. So gain control.
That sounds
pin,
reasonable.
Take down.
Standing up from a prone position is also reflexive, but occupies the character's movement for that round. That's all it is.
Okay. So that's good. Whereas
you can
getting
still
out of
rush,
a
too.
grapple. Inflict.
Yeah, you do have to spend
Break free requires
a
one.
success to break up. Yeah.
Equal to the number of successes your opponent spent. Okay, so Yuki just got 1.
The dog
so
only spent 1 on
the only
that,
dog
so-
only spent 1. So Teague is going to launch himself up, and he's going to try to kick you in. Basically, almost like a freaking anime character as well. He's going to leap up like a Naruto character, leaving the log jutsu behind, only it's just your dog holding his boxer shorts in his mouth, looking very confused. This naked leprechaun, Clericon, sorry, launches himself directly at Phoebe and tries to crank her in the face.
Seems legit.
Okay, so...
That's something a normal thing would do.
It's true, right? So 1, 2... Ooh, I might... What's your defense, Phoebe?
That's an excellent question.
It's if you don't... it's the lowest of your resistance traits. Or pardon me, the highest of them.
Yeah, 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, I get a... Yes, I forgot that my stats are slightly raised for this. So that's... Okay. So that is 1 stunt to buy that off. So I've got one success on you. So he's going to launch himself forward and crank you in the side of the face with his bare foot for a point of bruised, we'll say black eye.
Cool. I'm gonna spend momentum and give him the same injury.
No!
Eye for an eye, bitch.
All right, that's fantastic. So how does that look? Do you do something, or does it just magically happen?
It magically happens. I reflect it essentially. So they take.
You have the same power
similar,
he does. That's great.
Yeah, they take basically the exact same injury, unless they can't, in which case they take something thematically appropriate.
Okay, I'm going to spend a point of tension so to do something crazy. So here's the deal. He leaps up, spinning nakedly around from the waist down and cranks you with his heel in the side of your eye, and then immediately gets knocked over by where Ogima is, by the trash, from a blow that comes out of nowhere. As he hits the ground, he's going to scream and make a free attack against his lean-to with all of the trash bags. I need 1 success. Why do I always drop dice when I'm running Scion? Ugh.
God, meth is wild.
Yep.
He doesn't get this because of meth. Meth gives you the ability to turn into an Irish ninja. Oh god. Okay, so he spins around and slams his fist into the moldy trash, and there is an explosion that rocks out. I'm using my bringing the house down flare which means that the air is full of rotten food, old thrown away packing peanuts, raccoons, and basically everything has a point of obscurity, and you cannot see where he is right now.
The air is filled with raccoons.
So many raccoons!
There are at least, I'm gonna roll a dice for this, there are at least 3 raccoons in the air going... So I need you to picture this. 10 bags worth of trash have been unleashed into the air almost as a vapor. So let me double check this power for situations, because it's from Titanomachy. Which one doesn't want to load at the moment? There we go. So this is on page...
Wild.
It's so... I'm so glad that I got to use this. So not apocalyptic rain, not create hellspawn. Bringing the house down costs 1 tension, instant, 1 range band, long. Activated anytime that I take damage. Immediate attack on a solid structure or object using weapon of the fist. Okay. Debris and dust fills the area, creating the expendable cover for the antagonist. If they spend successes equal to the object's size scale, it is destroyed. It is destroyed completely. And we are not using the collateral rules. Okay, so Ogima, you are up. You have no idea where this guy is. He's hiding in full cover.
Well, that's dumb.
Do you have anything that can pierce cover?
I know that my relic says that it fires bullets with unerring accuracy.
Does it have a tag that ignores cover? Or
no, it doesn't. That's just what the relic said originally.
I think accuracy means that, like, if you're pointing at it. So, like, Jen has like an actual ability that allows her to shoot around corners and stuff.
Yeah.
Magic bullets.
Magic bullets.
Yeah, magic bullets.
I'm next up on the order. You could wait until after mine. I think I might be able to do it. So you could like delay action for a shot.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think for now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna move back a bit. So
Okay.
I'm probably gonna end up on the roof of his trailer.
Okay. You want to jump up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump up there and pull my rifle and
Okay.
jack around, basically.
Sounds good. I'm gonna let you just grab and pull. You don't need to. You're Scion. You can just heft yourself up onto the roof. And wait a second. And I'm gonna spend a point of tension to preempt James and punch Machiko in the face.
Ha!
What's your defense, Machiko?
It's the highest resilience one, right?
Yeah.
So 5.
5? Sounds...
Yeah, I've got 5 stamina and 5 composure, so.
Oh my god. Hey, Christine.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Oh, actually, hold on. 5. Okay. So that's 6 successes. So that's 1 over, and I've got plus 3 enhancements. So I've got 4 successes on you.
Okay.
So out of nowhere, this screaming Irishman is going to appear and is going to punch you directly in the stomach. You're going to take the condition bruised ribs, which lowers your defense by 1. And he is going to... Do you have your sword? You don't have your sword out, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay. And is going to establish grapple. And is... Actually, he's just going to follow through with a second punch and deal another level of damage to you. So you're... Do you have another bruised level?
Well, I think the base is 3, right? But with 5 stamina, I get more.
No,
With
the
5
base is 1.
Yeah, the base
or
is
the base
1.
is 1 bruised, I should say.
So you, at stamina
Okay.
5, you
I thought
have...
the base was what was on the sheet, which was 3 bruised, 1 injured, 1
Nope.
maimed.
No.
It's 1
No.
bruised, 1 injured, 1 maimed. If you have stamina 5, though, you get all of 3 bruised. So
Okay.
you're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're going to take a second bruised level. And that's just going to be, we're going to say, Sword Jaw, which is going to give you a -1 on social rolls until it heals, just because it's hard to talk.
Okay.
Cool. That's going to be him. So, Ogima, you climbed up on the roof. Aaron.
All right. I think I'm going to imbue one legend into Pistons for Fists.
Okay.
Now, the cloud of muck is still around us, right?
He has partial concealment. You can see him now that he's popped out a bit. So you'll have to spend some stunts to hit him. Basically, you're going to take a penalty via complication, but you can aim at him if you want.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move right over to him.
Sounds good.
If I'm right behind him, do I still have penalties?
Yes. Because it's supernatural.
Okay.
Like, it's not a terrible penalty, but
yeah. I think would you describe all of this material that's surrounding us, that's giving him this cover, as trivial?
Except for the raccoons.
Because I could scatter all, part of my Pistons for Fists allows me to scatter everything in the range band. Affect everything in the targeted range band as if I have shockwave.
Yeah, that'll work.
And
I mean, the raccoons are, for that kid's sake, the raccoons are trivial, but raccoons are never trivial.
Fair enough. So, and I'll pull out my baseball bat to do it. So I'll pull out my baseball bat, tap it twice on the ground, and then just go right behind the midst of it, and just blow it all away. I think I clear everything in 3 range bands.
You don't have to roll for that.
If they're trivial, I think the attack will scatter a group of trivial targets, gaining the shockwave tag, as long as all characters in the targeted range band are trivial. So I'm not targeting him. I'm targeting just everything around me.
Okay. So trivial. Yeah, we're gonna say that you're gonna hear the scream of 3 raccoons getting launched into the tree line, and then just like all of they're fine. They're raccoons. They're ninjas. And then you should have recruited the raccoons. And then the rest is going to be this cloud of muck that's going to erupt all around, and it's going to clear the area, meaning that Teague is now visible.
Neat.
Nice.
Okay. So it's Phoebe's turn unless Ogima is acting.
If I can see him, I'm gonna shoot.
You're gonna
I'm also shooting, so we might just be shooting at the same time.
All right.
Probably.
Why don't you go ahead and just roll together?
I'm also imbuing for unerring flight.
Okay.
Just cause.
Nice.
Okay, so that's on page 280.
Nice. Ow. Oh. 7.
Okay.
I got 10.
You got 10? Okay, so you can apply 5 plus whatever enhancements you have.
Okay.
Okay.
I only got 6.
You only got 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can apply 1 plus whatever enhancements you have. And I am going to spend another point of tension to activate Mirror on Ogima's roll.
Oh, dude, that's annoying.
I don't want to get shot. So let me just double check how Mirror works when we are outside of this. So that is going to be page 29? Oh, 291. I typoed that, and I knew I typoed it when I was writing it down. But it was like, it's 29 parenthesis. When the antagonist uses this flare, the attack is resolved as normal, using the antagonist's defense and armor ratings, but the effects are inflicted upon the attacker rather than the antagonist. Yep.
So you can just drop that?
Yeah, I can just drop that anytime.
That's annoying.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, what's his stamina?
You know what? It's your stamina.
Oh.
Because he doesn't actually have stats, right? Like I basically just have dice pools. I guess his pool is probably 4. No, 5.
5?
Yeah, so apply it versus 5.
Okay.
Because I think it would be the same as his defense, which would be his
Yeah.
highest resistance.
Yeah. So I was gonna do a damage and a knockdown on him.
Okay. So you are going to fire your bullet, and he's going to look back at you and snarl, and your bullet's going to bounce off of his meth teeth and strike you in the chest.
Ow.
Oh, no.
You are going to take a point of... it's not going to pierce your outfit. You're going to take bruised ribs, and you're going to get knocked down on the roof.
That's stupid. I don't like this guy. I'm gonna kill him.
You probably should. I'm almost out of tension, though, so please give me more tension. It's the fuel. Phoebe, while he's doing that, he can only apply that to one of you, and he was applying it to the sniper rifle. That was my decision beforehand.
I mean, it's fair.
Yeah.
So, Phoebe,
Makes sense.
It does make sense.
how much damage, or what are you doing to him?
I think I just do the one level of damage, and then I'll give the one success to like the next person.
Okay. All right. So Yuki will gain the next success. Oh God, I can't preempt. I shouldn't have spent that. I should have spent that tension. Let's be fair. I should have spent that tension. So firing off a shot. Where are you shooting him?
Just kind of mid-mass, I think.
Okay, so you're going to shoot him right in the side of the pot belly, sending out a spray of shimmery green blood onto the ground. At that point, 5 heavily armed men are going to round the corner, all armed with shotguns and 2 of them with submachine guns, all dressed like winter hillbilly gangsters.
Oh boy.
What the fuck going on over here?
They say, rounding the corner. They look like they're going to rumble. But they, they are going to rumble, and mortals. So, Ogima,
Yeah.
how long is your power good for?
It doesn't say.
Is it just does not say whether or not it's just, what is that under?
Leader.
Okay, epic leader.
Yeah.
And it is, no, that's lover. Heroic leader.
Page 109 of Origin.
Oh, it's an origin?
Yeah, it's an Origin.
Oh, okay. I was looking in the wrong book. I just want to see if it's still up to affect these guys now, because otherwise they're going to start shooting at you.
Yeah, because it doesn't give a time.
Cloak of Dread.
Most of them I don't think give times. They're just like, you
Oh,
turn them
okay.
on, and then you turn them off.
So you spend a point of momentum and double your success on any...
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is on any knack skill rolls. So.
why don't you go ahead and make me an intimidation roll, just so that I can apply it to them?
Okay, sounds good.
I'll let you do that as a free action as they round the corner. And double your successes.
Okay, coming up.
Just picture Ogima like laid up on the roof going, I will shoot you.
Pretty much.
He's not intimidating, but somehow he's really intimidating.
6.
6?
Oh, wait.
12?
12.
They're
12.
going to turn and go, ah, shit! And they're going to run around the corner again.
Weird, because I'm probably up there with my 4.5-foot long rifle. Because that's how long his rifle is.
They're just going to, just run back around the corner. Sorry, Tig! All right.
Yeah, his rifle means business. It's big boy.
Okay, so they're going to run back around the corner. And Yuki, it's your turn.
Okay. Yuki is gonna try and bite some ass again.
Nice.
It has a +1 enhancement from me.
Awesome.
Okay. I have to redo my hair soon.
7.
7?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and apply 2 of those plus any enhancements that he has. Actually, Phoebe, did you push an enhancement over?
I did.
Yes.
Okay, so what is that? How is that represented? So you shoot him, which throws him kind of out of the way, or?
Yeah, I think it just throws him off balance.
Okay, so Yuki can use that momentum, basically.
Maybe he goes down
Lowercase
to
m.
one knee or something on it.
That sounds good. Yeah, so Yuki can probably like grab him by one of his arms.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah, I think Yuki will just bite him and establish a grapple again with the successes.
Okay, so that does 1 level of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so ripping into his arm, he's going to pull some green blood out and start like wrestling him to the ground. Machiko, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm...
Let go of me, you damn mutt!
Quick question.
Yes.
Where exactly was that silly pot of gold?
So it's more like just like an ornamental sign, like made out of like scrap metal, or like cheap tin. It's about.
So something that could work as an improvised weapon, like a club.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Awesome! I hit him over the head with his own fucking pot of gold.
Okay, so go ahead. This weapon is going to have the stunt tag comical.
Okay.
Nice.
Best tag.
Because I think this is hilarious.
Gonna make
okay,
the
so
best
it's
sound.
close
Sleep.
combat.
Bonk!
And I am using Death by Teacup to do this.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Good.
Because I actually worked that into my short-term deeds because I wanted to use this so badly.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to reserve
hilarious.
that last point of tension for later.
So I believe that counts as like a club then, essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Or whatever.
Counted
So
as the
I'm
same as.
guessing it has like a stunning tag maybe or something like that. I don't know what sort of tags would be attached to clubs. They don't actually have an example of one in the book.
I think that would be fine.
So
Stunning and just I think funny. So I know funny's not a tag, but it's definitely a bashing weapon. Although it is pretty thin, like it's a tin sign. You could probably slash his throat with it.
that's true, but it basically takes on all the qualities because of my knack.
Okay, so you can just
actually of the yeah.
Yep, sounds good. So you can just bash him over the head.
Eight successes.
Okay, so you are going to go over by 3.
Sorry.
You're going to come through with 3 stunts worth plus enhancements.
Okay. So 3 successes worth of stunts.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't have any enhancements, I don't think.
You. Okay, yeah, you don't. Okay, good. All right,
just
so
put them all
you're gonna
into
apply a
grapple
point
on
of
Yuki.
damage to him.
Yeah, so I'll apply a point of damage. And they don't really have any like stunts.
You don't have to worry about it. You can just do the rest to apply knockout
Sure.
because he's out of health levels.
Okay.
All right. So bringing it down on the side of his head, he's going to look up at you with a baleful eye as you grab that. Hey, you leave me pot of gold alone, you fucking bitch! Oh! Me lucky charms. And he's going to pass out.
Good.
What do you guys do with him?
Let's
Load
take
him into the
inside.
trailer.
Into the trailer? Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody have any zip ties or anything?
No.
Oh. Well, let's see if maybe it's in here and we can leave.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a look around.
All right. So does anybody want to roll the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
but not literally. I'll go through and scan the stuff inside to see if I can spot out magical items.
Okay, so glancing around, so inside is an old wood-paneled single-wide trailer with green shag carpeting.
Gross.
Some of it's mold, some of it's just ancient green shag. As you are looking around, you can see there's a giant 65-inch LED TV. It looks like he was playing Barbie's Dream House.
Oh, jeez.
I'm
On it?
surprised by nothing at this point.
And the kitchen the floor is strewn over with pizza boxes and awful, smelling cups of coffee from a gas station, but the kitchen counter itself has been completely converted into a meth lab. There are pipes that are kind of going up through the through a hastily sawed in and an enclosed exhaust vent up through the ceiling. And at the center of this, you can see that the chemicals are being brewed in a giant iron cauldron. Well, pardon me. For him, it's giant, but you are seeing a literal pot of gold cauldron being used to boil some of these chemicals.
Let me guess. That's magical?
It is magical. That is a literal pot of gold.
That's a thing. Don't think it's the thing we're looking for, but
it's a thing.
Definitely a thing.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
Provided we find this thing that we're looking for, do I see a way to like blow this place up?
Literally, very, you.
Yeah,
a stray
move too
bullet into
violently.
this place. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's like I know meth labs are renowned for blowing up. I've never blown up a meth lab before, though.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Mike. I'm sure you've.
I was gonna say, I have a point of science. I'm pretty sure between us we could figure out a way.
Yeah, because like I'm thinking like we'll leave. When we leave this place, just rig it to blow basically.
Yeah, like a science roll will help you do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get anybody to make me an investigation roll?
Yeah.
A roll to
totally.
investigate, I should say.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So what are you thinking?
I was gonna use cunning and subterfuge for that.
For where you'd hide stuff? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm
go ahead.
gonna use might and athletics to just like lift
Pick
up
shit
things and look under stuff, like just.
Sure, this game allows that.
Nice.
Let's do that. What about everybody else?
It's not a great role for me, but it makes sense. Like culture and intellect
Okay.
to just kind of be like either that or empathy and something. To
Let's
be
go
like
with empathy on
where
that.
cool.
Ooh, hello, Raid.
where he might want to hide things.
How does something like occult and something else for like ideas where a creature like him might hide stuff?
Sounds good. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think what I would add to that because I have shit intellect. Maybe resolve?
Resolve, just you're stubborn enough to check a bunch of places?
Yeah.
You just check the real nasty places everyone else is avoiding.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I pull like a plastic bag out of like the car or something and wrap it around my hand and do that so I don't have to actually touch shit.
Sounds good. All right, so everybody give me your rolls, and I will. I'll give them to you from highest roll to lowest roll. 4 successes. 4
I got
successes.
5.
4 successes. Of course, it would be 5. Okay. The first part of this is easy. So, Ogima, what are you doing specifically?
I'm just looking for where, like places that I would know that would be good to hide narcotics.
You check the fans in the
anything illegal.
bathroom. You check the toilet tank. You will find that there is a baggie of blue crystal meth inside of the toilet tank.
Nice quality.
It has a little drawing of a guy with a fedora on it. Might be good.
I'll put it in my pocket.
All right, cool. You've got that. Oh, we're being rated double raid. What? Hello.
Ooh.
Hi, you guys.
Hi, guys.
So for those of you
Hello,
showing up
people.
just now, they've just beaten up a leprechaun, well, clericon, and are raiding his trailer for drugs and money.
I literally knocked him out with his own frickin' pot of gold sign.
And now we're raiding his meth lab. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
So,
times.
checking, you are going to find there's a slit on his stained mattress that is loaded up with about $7,000 worth of U.S. currency and about 20,000 pesos.
Huh.
And strangely, 68,000 Korean won, which is like $68. So you're going to
Alright.
grab those
You know
things.
what? I will mark it and tell Ogima.
Okay.
Because I don't think Machiko necessarily knows what to look for say, if this is like forgery or something.
Can I make a forgery roll on this?
Yes, you may. So go. Actually, you know what? I'll allow you to apply your successes to forgery if you'd like. Or you can make a roll.
Yeah, because I have a specialty in forgery.
All right, so we'll just say. So checking through here, you can see that that Teague has hidden in a. There's a bit of the carpet at the back of the room that peels away, and underneath you see there's some uneven flooring that slides away when you push on it the right way. Beneath it, you are going to find, yep, you called it, 3 different plate sets for counterfeiting bills. He has US 100, US 50s, Korean 1000s, or pardon me, Korean 10,000s, and also has like a 10,000 peso. I believe 10,000 peso. I actually don't know what pesos are worth right now.
I'm not sure either.
Not much.
No idea.
Let me just double check.
I looked and 20,000 was something like 1,200 Canadian dollars. So.
Okay, cool. So we'll say 1,000 peso plates. Yeah, he's running a forgery ring.
Yeah, I will express that to Machiko if I see her with all the cash. Be like, none of that's real.
Okay.
Oh no, like I'll specifically bring it to him and be like,
it's-
you
okay.
check it.
Hey, I'll be like,
"I'm check this shit.
none of it's real.
All the
fake.
serial numbers end in 42069.
Well, if it's useful to
Nice.
you, keep it. Otherwise, we should just burn it all.
Okay. So going down the list, Machiko, you're looking for just.
Basically, like I'm trying to find if he has the mead. I don't really give a fuck what else he has.
He does not have anything that looks like mead anywhere around here. Although,
Unless, of course, I spot any more 4-leaf clovers.
I will.
take
You
those
do
with
not
me.
find a 4-leaf clover, but I will say on a quick investigation, are you investigating him at all?
Sure.
You
He's
will
equally
find that
gross.
he has a number of stains on his white tank top. And one of them has a consistency that immediately makes you think it might be mead. Right around the collar by his left shoulder. All right, Phoebe, what are you looking for specifically?
I was looking for the mead as well.
So you do not find the mead, but what else are you looking for? You might find some cool stuff here.
It's Phoebe's just like, I'm finding the mead.
Just the mead?
She doesn't
Okay.
care about whatever else he has.
You quickly check around. It's nowhere hidden around here. Not in any like little like fake attic of the trailer.
Or I guess like any indication of where he might have taken it, or if he sold it, or anything like that.
Sure. He has a burner phone laying on the table. Checking through, you'll glance at it, and spending your successes, you'll be able to note that he was making a phone call to an area code that you recognize as a Pennsylvania area code. You think like Pennsylvania, New York area?
This is gonna take for fucking ever.
And then finally, back over at Aaron. Aaron, what are you looking for specifically? So you don't find the mead in any easy place.
Then I'm just gonna start like tearing up the floor, just like turning over heavy objects. I'm also basically looking for anything that resonates magic to me.
It's
Like-
just the pot, but if you go around, like, I'm assuming that you even head outside, lift the trailer up, and look underneath it while people are still inside the trailer. There's not much under there except for a very angry possum with 2 heads.
Disturbing. I'll apologize and put it back down.
All right, it goes back to cuddling its babies.
Good,
All
good.
right, and so that is where you guys are going to come around to when Teague begins to kind of float back to consciousness.
I'm gonna break his counterfeit plates.
Oh,
Can I take his pot of gold?
You can take his pot of gold, yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna go up to Teague, and with my golden gun, I am going to threaten the fuck out of him.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and make me an intimidation roll here? So,
Yeah.
persuasion, I'll give you a +1 enhancement because of the gun.
I get a +2.
For the gun?
It has Aura of Greatness.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so go ahead and apply that.
Once per session, I get to do a +2 enhancement.
On any roll,
Nice.
that's great. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
You gonna spend any momentum on this?
I'm still calculating my dice pool. I need 2 more dice. I'm using presence, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you're definitely using presence if you're just like,
Tell us where the meat is.
there's the meat is!
Kind of like right in the middle of the forehead, so he has to look past all of the gun to see you, sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I'm rolling 8 dice already. But let's see, how much momentum do we still have? We have 3. You guys cool if I add another die to my pool?
Do it.
Okay, 2 momentum.
I thought that's just 1. I thought it's 1 for 1.
No, you're down to 2.
Oh, we're down to 2. Yeah.
But didn't
Sorry.
we gained 1 back though? We spent 1, then we gained 1 back.
But then
Because
someone
we
else
failed.
spent it.
I've spent for a knack as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that one then.
It's cool.
That was my eye for an eye I spent to do damage to him.
And Beard's getting to that place where it's hard to tame for the next month.
Hmm.
That middle
So you
step.
grow it a little bit longer.
have
It gets nice. And
7 successes.
7. Okay, cool. So you're going to be able to apply 2 plus your enhancements to him.
Cool. Yeah, I guess. What am I doing with this? Am I just like? I'm getting I think I'm getting or I'm asking questions of him. Like,
Okay.
where is the mead?
I don't reckon you'd believe me if I said what mead. Oh, you're right though. That is a pretty big gun you've got.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. What's it to you?
We're looking for the mead. You're the last person we know who had it. So if you can tell us where it is, we know it's not here.
Oh, my fucking tooth.
Tell us, if you can tell us where it is, we'll go. Because that's what we want.
Which mead would you be looking for?
The mead you won at poker.
Oh, that stuff. It tastes like shite. Way too sweet. Aye.
I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
I had the mead. It came through here. I tried to offload it, but my buyers didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I sampled a little bit. Said it wasn't pure anymore. Don't know what that's all about. Oh. Ah, my fucking jaw. Actually, he's tied up. Never mind, he can't touch his face. Oh, my fucking jaw. Yeah, I had the mead. I used it to pay off an old mate.
Okay. Who is this old mate?
I don't know if I should tell you.
He looks over the length of the gun. You make a valid point. A mate of mine from the old country. Well, not my old country. A bloke named Yamato no Orochi. Anybody here can make me a culture roll to know who that is.
Culture and...
Probably intelligence, but it could be composure, resolve. Probably not dexterity.
I will go with composure. I am happy with composure. Composure is fantastic. I love composure. I am so composed.
Oh, there's my dice. Ah! Ow! My face.
What did you just do?
I shoved my face into my joystick's throttle in an attempt to retrieve the dice.
Is this how you broke your throttle?
Never go full throttle.
Never go full throttle.
Okay. 6. Okay, sounds good.
I got
5.
0.
0. Hey, take a point. I'll offer you a point of momentum if you suggest that it's something stupid. Okay. So, the Yamato no Orochi is an 8-headed hydra-like serpent from Japanese mythology that battled Susanoo, the god of storms. Long story short, the Yamato no Orochi had taken he was rampaging around a Japanese village and forced depending on the version of the myth, a farmer or a local lord to give up his daughters to be devoured by the Orochi. One per month, basically. Like, he kept, every time he came back, he would take another daughter and devour them. The farmer / the father and mother were on their last daughter when they were approached by Susanoo on his various travels and petitioned him for help. Susanoo, long story short, I'm trying to remember this exactly because there are a couple different versions, but got the Orochi drunk and then killed him. By tricking him into, I think the version that we're going with here is that he dressed casks of sake up like the maiden, so that the Orochi would eat him, and then killed the drunk snake. After doing so, he found the Kumamoto sword inside of its belly, which is the counterpart to the Kusanagi sword, mythologically. He then married the last princess, which is the Kushinada Hime myth. So those of you with any successes at all will know the rough ballpark. Christine, your character knows enough that you can double-check Wikipedia whenever you want.
Okay.
But that's what you'll know. Big bad Hydra monster.
This
What do I think it is?
Oh fuck sort of moment, right?
Yeah. I gave it to the Yamato no Orochi.
Fuck's sake.
If you want to go find him, he's in Jeddo, Pennsylvania.
Is that like an
Great.
anime character?
It's a
mean,
giant
kind of.
snake.
Kind of, sort of. I'm pretty sure Jeddo, Pennsylvania would be a renowned anime character. If you like your animes, feel free. I've got Legend of the Overfiend on the shelf over there. You're free to borrow it. Perhaps some Bible Black. You look like a man of culture.
Thanks. And I'm gonna go back and pick those up.
You flip through them and immediately will probably put them back on the shelf when you see what they're actually about. Unless you want to take his hentai collection with you.
No, that's
You look at the cover, you're like, nope.
Well,
Is there anything that I can roll to be like, he seems like he's telling the truth?
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and make me a empathy roll?
Okay. What do you think? Resolve or?
Sure. I'd prefer composure, but it's your roll.
Sure. No, I'm good with composure. Composure's better. I just don't have any empathy.
In real life. Ooh, that's okay. She put all of her points into combat in real life. She's terrifying.
Oh, well, that's 2 successes.
2 successes? Yeah, he seems pretty just like if you said you were gonna leave and held a gun to his head, and he's like, fine, just go bug this other guy.
Okay.
If you just get out of my house and go and do whatever you want to him, he'll be the one that takes care of you then, not me. My accent keeps going Scottish, and I apologize, Ireland.
okay. I'll pull my
Sounds
gun
good to
back
me.
from his face.
Hey, where's my pot of gold?
I will drop it on him. Slightly dented.
No, not that one, the real one.
in this
I don't
thing.
know.
Aye. You're not going to be taking that, are you?
I don't want it.
I don't know.
Machiko's gonna turn and leave with the dog.
Rough.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out after
We've got what we
Machiko.
want.
If you leave me in peace, I'll help you get to Jeddo faster.
Oh?
Aye, but you You have to leave me with my pot of gold.
And how exactly are you going to get us there faster?
Easy. I'll make a quick road for you. I'm a clericon. What do
Yeah.
you think I can do? Haven't you ever seen a cereal commercial?
You know what? Fine, I'll give him back.
Yeah.
I'll give him back his thing.
Can
All right then.
Can someone clip the bleeding zip ties so I can get off? I can't get off the couch.
I will draw Kusanagi.
I'm going to stay very still.
Good idea. And then shink. It just kind of materializes from behind me.
Fucking Scions. Lot of you. And he will grab the pot of gold and will walk out to the trailer park. He'll turn and scream at the reinforcements as they look through the blinds. I found a lot of help, you were. I could have been shot up over here. You're the ones that are supposed to be shooting them up. What do I pay you for? Bunch of ingrates. If you weren't my sons, I'd kick your asses. If I weren't your sons, I'd probably kill you. All right. And he will take you out to the... He'll go back into the front of... back in front of... Is this your car?
Borrowed.
Yep, this is the one.
Preferably don't damage it.
I'm not gonna touch your car.
Well, it's actually Loki's car, but...
Oh, Loki.
So...
Pissing
I
it.
am fully gonna push guilt off if anything happens.
Oh, good. You can pay me back for the time you broke my car. Give me just a moment. And he is going to put the pot down, put a bunch of snow in it. And any of you have a light?
Yeah.
Go ahead and toss it in here. I need water.
He'll toss some light into it.
All right. He will pick a stick up from the ground and stir it around inside of there, and you can see that the water is starting to turn. The snow melt is turning golden, and is starting to chunk up like actual gold coins. Spin and spin around we go. We turn to gold, and no more snow. Now we prepare to get you the hell off of my face, and here we go. And he'll pick up the pot and slosh it onto the ground. It will bounce as it hits the ground in front of the car and will stream up to the northern sky as a rainbow.
Alright,
Huh.
cool.
Nice.
And a
Looks
rainbow...
Looks like you're good for something.
Thank you very much. This will get you here in about a third of the time.
Well,
Thank you.
I will kind of half-assedly salute him.
Right.
The really half-ass, not proper at all. And just be like, that was a good brawl, thank you.
It really is easier to just work with us than, against us.
We'll get out of your hair now.
Have a good one,
Aye.
I'll hop in the car.
Sam.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And yeah, so do you guys hop onto the rainbow road?
Sure. I
Okay.
have a feeling this is going to go
This is
horribly
about to
wrong.
be Mario Kart, isn't it?
But
I'm going to spend my last point of tension.
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Okay. So,
I'm going to be very nice to the car.
all right. So you see this rainbow streak up into the distance toward Pennsylvania, toward the north. And as you hop in it, you feel the area around you, the air around you kind of guide you as you lift up. The car bites into the side of this rainbow like teeth into the meat of an apple, and you start driving along the rainbow. The rainbow itself is about the width of a 2-lane highway, so you've got a little bit of leeway.
Okay.
You're driving. You're going fast like a jet. At this altitude, you're going to see a plane pass above you as you cruise through the air, driving along this rainbow bridge. A plane looks down at you less than like 5 football lengths football field lengths away from you, and is going to veer out of the way. You can almost hear the pilot go, "You're not going to believe this, tower." Right as you're passing over DC, or like the Baltimore area, and you are going to, in the distance, see where the rainbow is touching down, kind of in this very rural, patchy area. There's literally nothing there, even less than there was in Cork. All in all, the drive takes about an hour. It's Christmas Eve night as you're making your way there. Darkness has fallen all around you, and you're only seeing the lights from a few Christmas displays in the distance, cities echoing around you for the East Coast sprawl off to your right. And as you're driving, you feel... You just hit a pothole? Another pothole. And then raggedier and raggedier. The radio turns on and starts giving you some very distressing, low-level kind of neighing sounds. And
yeah, I'm gonna slow down and try and stop.
Okay. You will
find
stop.
out what's going wrong. I'm not just gonna drive it until collapse.
Fair. Squinting ahead, in the darkness, you see the rainbow extended out past the car's high beams. There's some motion on it, you think. You see a duck lands onto this rainbow road.
Oh,
and looks at you. And then the rainbow vanishes beneath the duck and it takes flight 1 second before it vanishes beneath you.
Shit!
And you start tumbling down into the forest below several 100 feet.
Oh no.
In the distance, hundreds of miles away, you see Teague watching, well, the audience will see Teague watching on his TV. That's for taking my fucking tooth. As you tumble into the tree line, hundreds of feet below.
I'm gonna remember that the next time I run across him. He's gonna get another punch to the face to take that other tooth.
Okay. I think at this point I want to geese this guy.
You may. We're gonna call game here, actually, though, as you tumble down into the tree line below. But do you have to geese somebody that's right in front of you?
I'm not sure, actually. But
well, go ahead and look it up. So you guys tumble into the darkness of a tree line beneath you, the forest outside of Jeddo, Pennsylvania. And as the camera focuses on your headlights plunging directly downward toward the earth is where we're going to call a game. But let's look up your geese. So where is that? Is it in...
I'm not sure. I just got to find it. It's
under,
in a weird spot.
It'll be under the Pantheon stuff, I think.
It's like the innate power for the...
All right. So that is going to be where we call it here tonight, guys. A little bit shorter, but that fight with Teague was way faster this time.
Yeah.
Now that we know what we're doing a bit better.
And I actually built this guy from the ground up rather than relying on pre-mades. So, so let's go ahead and check geese.
Oh, yeah, here we are. It's page 165 of Hero. Is a ban or taboo that provides power when upheld and spells doom when broken. These can take the form of blessings and curses, sworn oaths, mandates, and prohibitions. They gain from Kukulain's inability to... the range from Kukulain's inability to pass up hospitality or eat dog flesh to nonsensical rules one must follow to avoid mortally offending a fairy lord. Science can
you can inflict them on others, but you also gain one of your own.
I already have one
of his own. Yeah.
I have to whenever I'm in hospitality, I have to give my honest opinion.
Okay. James, if you want to look at 271 in Hero, it actually has the lay Geas power to lay it on other people.
Oh, you have to spend a legend to do it?
You have to spend a legend.
That sucks. Okay.
Remember, you can get legend back by fate binding or by sacrifice, so you can get it back.
If you spend if you spend the legend, I will allow you to accept a fate binding at the beginning of next game to gain it back.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so you are going to. I'm going to leave on the cliffhanger rather than jump right into the fate binding scene. But I've made a note, and don't let me forget that. So you can do that. What is his gaze?
I think I'm gonna curse him to break every deal he ever makes. He cannot make a good deal. Like, he has to betray all the time. Because that'll get him sooner or later.
Okay, done. It is now official. So you are going to do that. Go ahead and make a note to roleplay that basically as soon as you get out of the car. Because you guys are Scions. You're going to survive this fall, even though you're basically, like, you're falling from, like, 500, 600, 700 feet in the air at least. Probably, like, closer to 1,000. Or, like, what's a low-grade commercial flight height, Mike?
Like, commercial
like,
flight?
probably not commercial. Like, say, like a private, we're doing a tour type
2,500.
2,500. So you guys are probably falling from about 2,000 feet.
Right.
You'll probably be fine.
This is gonna hurt.
That's gonna take enough time that I think Machiko's gonna, like, kind of try and, like, is gonna be squeezing a little and be like, "Car, I hope you can do something."
The car will have to heal after this, but it'll be okay. Okay, so or you'll all die. That's the drama. So anyway, guys, I am going to give everybody for experience. Let's look at the experience I give out chart. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so while we're doing this, I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who tuned in to watch. If you like the way we do things, go ahead and continue to come back. We're here for the next 2 Fridays on the Onyx Path at 7 p.m. Pacific, which is 10 o'clock Eastern. You can also go and check us out at our home channel at twitch.tv/dorktales or youtube.com/dorktales. We run a lot of Chronicles of Darkness stuff, a lot of D&D, soon a lot of weirder systems, including like Deadlands, Savage Worlds, Cyberpunk Red, and Powered by the Apocalypse stuff. So we hope you come and check us out. I would love to get our subscriber and follower count up a little bit on YouTube and Twitch respectively. And,
He's so excited.
Yeah, because we're right next to some big round numbers and I want to hit them. So
nice.
You know, it doesn't cost you anything and it makes us smile. So help us out. In the meanwhile, experience charts. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, it's been a fun. It's been a fun game. You guys had a good time?
Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed that.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm sorry that Ogima got bounced.
That's actually pretty hilarious.
Well, that was a bummer.
To be fair, though, you only got bounced because you're epic.
It's true.
It's true. It's not. Like, it's your own fault.
That one's gonna hurt.
Although I would suggest using a power like that in the future. Wait until after all the damage stuff has been sorted out, and then be like, oh yeah, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that would be. You know. So a bit more like
the player as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, it's like, oh, you know, go for this shot. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you know. Like,
I didn't want to break your heart, unfortunately.
That's fair.
So I tried to let you down easy there.
Yeah, my original one was like, I want, you know, because I had like some good successes on that, and I was gonna like take his leg off.
Nice.
Oh no! See, I'm glad I did it the way that I did it, because then you wouldn't have a leg. Did anybody fulfill a short-term deed for their character?
No.
I think I did.
I got that bounced on me too.
I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna give you guys 3 experience, plus anything. So you're gonna get 1 for attending game, 1 for having fun, because that's not in here, but I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and one for milestone. So I'll give you 4 experiences because it's a short run game. Plus anything that you earn on your own. This does include you using half the momentum pool.
Nice.
So can my like look with Machiko over the whole dick measuring contest be bond with a bandmate?
Yes.
And then can
we bonded on a female level,
right? And then can Ogima bouncing his shot and me making mine, even though it was a power that bounced it, count as proving I'm a better marksman?
I'll allow that in your head because you have egoism as one of your tenets.
Right?
Yeah, so
Nice.
I really wanted to try and make sure I used my keen-eyed predator power for a change. I hadn't used it at all yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of my short terms. And then fight with an improvised weapon was actually a short term to not use the sword.
Okay.
So that's 2.
Okay. That works for me.
So is that an XP each, or?
That's an XP each, yeah.
Sweet. So we had 4 base.
Yep. And you get
2
one
for
each.
that.
Yeah.
And were we getting one for bringing the momentum down, or?
I think that was
all
in
of
the
us, or-
4.
That's in. So
Yeah.
it's 4
that's
plus
for the 4.
whatever your deeds are.
Okay. Sweet. So I'm getting 7.
Yep.
I've got
Nice.
14 XP.
Nice.
Mike
Nice.
and James, anything for you guys?
No.
I had show off my strength, and I think
You
I did
lifted
that
a
with,
trailer.
like-
I'll give you that.
yeah. Yeah, that's all all I got. And
Okay.
also like hit the ground with my bat and like blew everything
That's true.
away.
That's pretty strong.
So
Yeah,
I think I got
that's pretty
one
hardcore.
there. And I think I moved one step towards honorable because I like did make a deal in good faith, and
That's true. Did anybody else have any movement on their virtues?
No.
Anybody feel like they should?
I don't feel like I did anything particularly big.
Okay.
Yeah, not for me.
Do you think that anything I did would count towards egotism or kinship?
I feel like the way you're playing the character is more egotism every game, but
It is.
I think they're more balanced out because you did have like a dick comparison competition,
Yeah.
but you did it to form kinship, so I think it balanced out, right?
Okay.
Like
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I think you did both enough that you just kind of stayed even.
Cool.
nice. All right, so that will be good then. So unless there's anything else, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Scion Heroes for the Holidays. We hope you're enjoying it. If you do, give us a follow over on twitch.tv dorktales, or head over to YouTube and subscribe there to see a bunch of back episodes with these guys doing all sorts of weird things, as well as the rest of our extended Dorktales family. It's been an honor being here on the Onyx Path, and now that it's actually December, I don't feel so guilty about playing all this Christmas music during game.
Right?
Yeah.
That was awkward. And if you're watching this later on VOD or on YouTube, thanks for watching. We'd love to see you live. Come back and watch us sometime. If you want to see us, we're next broadcasting on Sunday afternoon around 12 on the Dorktales channel. We're doing It's Always Magical in Fandalia, which is a very comedic-based D&D game at noon Pacific or 3 p.m. Eastern. That stars a bunch of our cast like Christine and also our friend Hayden Davio, who's known from voicing Priestess in the Goblin Slayer anime. So come, it's a lot of fun, and it's going to be a really weird game, I promise.
It is a hilarious group.
It's pretty great. But anyway, we'd love to see you there. Have a great night, everybody. Good night, Onyx Path.
Bye.
good night, folks.
Night.
Love you.
Night.